welcome to another episode of the Elevated Beauty Podcast. I'm your host, Emily Fouts, owner of Elevated Beauty Aesthetics, located in Sierra Vista, Arizona. And today we're going to be just doing kind of a chat session, talking about some recent favorites, what is new and upcoming with Elevated Beauty, and just whatever the hell I feel like talking about. So if you guys are interested in what I have to say, then just keep on listening. Okay, so what's been going on? What's new with EB? Not too much. I am working on something fun for the local community, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's see what's new. I'm adding to my gallery wall. You guys have probably seen it. It's not super big right now, but it's going to go from like floor to ceiling almost. Kind of like Instagram grid before after. So I'm working on that. I have been working on my focus wall, so I have like kind of my logo, I guess. I have like a wooden sign that I made that says Elevated Beauty, and it has my mission statement, self-care elevated with ethical aesthetics. And then I have a picture frame on either side from a digital artist that I really like, some of her artwork. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and got these dried flowers, and I glued them to either side of the sign. If you look on my Instagram, Elevated Beauty Aesthetics, you can see in some of my reels. And then I finally put my sunset lamp back in the room. It is just such a vibe whenever you're doing a facial and you have the lights off and the sunset lamp, especially because I have the chandelier in here, so it like beams the silhouette from the chandelier. So just, some extra touches in the suite. I, of course, like, if someone receives a luxury facial, I always offer like a to-go cup of peppermint tea. And I got these cute little Halloween themed to-go cups. So I'm going to be using those once October hits because I don't want to be the crazy Halloween lady. But I did get a little ceramic pumpkin to put on top of my hutch that I house some of my product and supplies in. So I've got like one little Halloween decoration so far. As I'm recording this, it's September the 19th. This will get posted on the 26th, I believe. But I have that, and then I have like a little thing that can hang on my door that's like the wooden beads, and then it has a pumpkin on it. So I'm not going to go too crazy in here. But yeah, just adding some touches to the suite. And I'm going to be ordering some new rack cards soon. I'm going to update them a little bit because when I first opened, since I first opened, I added like 2 extra services. I added the booty cheek wax, and then I added a mini facial, 30-minute like express facial. So I'm going to need to order some of those soon. But yeah, so after this, when this post, it'll be next Saturday, if you're in the local area, October the 8th, I am going to be at the Food and Wine Festival, located on Fort Huachuca at the Brown Parade Field. This is a fall event for NWR patrons, which is, if you are a civilian employee for the military base, if you are a veteran, if you are military affiliated, active duty, retired, dependent, if you're an MWR patron, you are welcome at this event on base. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's one of the biggest events that they have for the community there. There's going to be obviously food and wine. There's going to be music, but I'm going to have a booth there. It's from 5 to 9 p.m., I believe. And I'm going to have some extra stuff, some new retail items exclusively for this event. So some of the things I already carry, I'll have there. And then I ordered a few more things that are with the brands that I already carry. And then I ordered some new, so I don't know if I talked about this on one of my last podcast episodes, but the gua sha stones that I have previously retailed, and the gua sha stone that I use in my treatment was discontinued. So I had to order a new gua sha stone. So I'm gonna have those new gua sha stones there for purchase. I'm gonna be doing free gua sha demonstrations and skincare consults. So if you're in that local area, definitely come by, kind of learn a little bit about gua sha technique if that's something you'd like to implement, because it is, it can be a little intimidating because there are like these particular movements and directions that you're supposed to go with gua sha. So I'm going to do a quick little demonstration for you guys. Super simple. It's such a great way to elevate your skincare regimen. I definitely don't do it every night, but I do it at least weekly. And you should, to reap the benefits of lymphatic drainage. That's the main purpose for doing gua sha. But yeah, I'm going to have those available, and I'm going to have some exclusive teas that are not going to be coming back, because they are, one of the teas is going to be the ones that I already have that are reoccurring. Here is my Self-Care Baby Angel t-shirt. I'm going to have some of those there in the natural and the black designs. And then I'm going to have 2 other designs that are just for the event, for the season. One is going to be like seasonally themed, and the other one is not seasonally themed, but it's just a new design that is not going to be coming back. So yeah, I'm going to have that, and then sprinkle in a little bit of jewelry I have. So just some other fun little things. Come by and say hey. I think it'll be a good turnout. It's definitely going to be fun. That's going to be Elevated Beauty's first vendor event, and it's definitely not going to be my last one. I plan on doing several more in the future. Depending on how this one turns out, I feel like it's going to turn out really good, but it's just something that I like doing. I've done vendor events in the past, not as Elevated Beauty, but I've done them in the past before, and I really like doing them. So I've just been prepping for that. And not too much newness going on. I did record a live talking about, I did a poll like last week on my Instagram stories talking about like what would you guys like to hear more about in terms of like my services that I offer, like some more scientific information on what the process is and different things like that. And so anyways, my oxygen revision therapy was voted, and so I did a live talking about that, what the benefits of oxygen infusion is, and just, yeah, I mean, I incorporate LED light therapy into that treatment. So if you want to learn about oxygen revision therapy, and yeah, what that's all about, go and watch that live video. And I have some of the sweetest clients here. I'm waiting on one of my clients. He is actually a Vietnam veteran, and he's an angel. He is making a step stool for me out of some wood that he is getting. And we were talking about how just like the smell of wood is so nostalgic to me, because my grandparents like obsessed over wood and like had these, original wooden carvings and different things like that. Their house was like made out of wood. Anyways, I love the smell of like red oak and cedar, and he was like, I'm gonna get some of that. And they're older, and so they've come in like 2 or 3 times already, and I keep forgetting to get a little step stool in here. And I was like, literally next time y'all come in here, I'm gonna have a step stool for you, because my bed isn't relatively high, but for older people it is a little bit harder for them to hike their leg up and get up here. So he was like, I'm gonna make you a wooden step stool. So I'm waiting on getting that probably the next time they'll come in, so I'm excited about that. I'll have to take a picture of it and post it on my stories. What else is new? Man, I mean, there's not a lot of new stuff going on besides that, but what else can I talk about with you guys? Well, it's peel season, obviously. I did my last episode, not my last one, but the one before that, was titled Peel Season. And so I'm trying to decide today if I want to do a peel on myself or not. I definitely want to because, my skin's in really great condition, but as you may know, pigment is like underlying and it will unveil itself over time. And so just within the past couple weeks, I've noticed some really, really faint pigmented spots on my skin. And like, obviously it's not new. It's an older pigment that's just now surfacing. So I kind of want to target that. I'm just trying to wait until a good time till I know that I'm not going to be outside or anything. So I'm going to have to look at my calendar and, decide if I want to do that today. Because today is Monday. It's an admin day. And so I'm in the suite. And that's usually, if I'm ever going to do a treatment on myself, I do it on my days off, which is kind of tricky because on my days off, I don't always come into the suite. So it's not like I always have a lot of time to do stuff like that on myself because I keep all of my products and treatment supplies here and not at home. So, but I just want to mention a few recent favorites of mine. I always like to hear from other people when I listen to podcasts, what they're loving right now. And I'm really loving the ColourPop brow gel. I don't know if it's a brow gel. I guess it is. So it's like a little bitty tube that has like a mascara wand on it. And it's just a product that you put in your brows. It keeps them tame. It gives them a little bit of structure and definition. And I don't have sparse brows, so it works for me. If you have sparse brows, obviously you would want to use like a pencil to actually fill in any area that needs some more like solid form to it. But I am loving this brow gel, and I haven't always like done things to my brows, but it just like pulls my look together and makes it look so much more clean. And you guys already know I'm obsessed over cream blush, so I think I'm gonna go buy Ulta today because I need some new mascara. My stupid self, I went into Cosmoprof the other day and I was like, I just threw away my mascaras and I needed another one. So they had like a little clearance table over there and I just grabbed one. It was like $6. It was an Ardell mascara. Opened that shit up and it was dry as fuck. Like, they had it discounted for a reason. So like, if you see an Ardell mascara, don't get it. I even put like micellar water in there to try and it was like, no, it literally didn't do anything. So somebody told me that Fenty mascara is really good, so I'm going to go buy Ulta and maybe grab one of those. And then a new ColourPop cream blush because I'm obsessed with them. 25-8, that's my favorite cream blush ever, so I'm going to probably get a new shade today. What else have I been loving? I've been loving, you guys probably know, for the most part, I'm dairy free. If you've been listening to my podcast, dairy is a trigger for my acne. So I like to use oat milk in my coffee, just oat milk in general as a milk substitute. So I found a Starbucks creamer that is actually almond milk and oat milk, and it is the caramel macchiato one. And for me, at least, it's been really hard to find a almond milk or oat milk coffee creamer that doesn't taste like shit. And so this one actually tastes so good. I do prefer oat milk over almond milk because it's more creamy and rich. So anyways, loving that one. Starbucks caramel macchiato almond and oat milk creamer. That is one that I'm going to be repurchasing for my coffee. I don't drink coffee every day. Mostly every day I do in the mornings. And I'm like, I should have known this already. But I just figured this out. I knew that drinking coffee after like 2 p.m. is not good for you, but I didn't actually know why. So I recently just figured out that when you drink coffee later in the day, it increases your cortisol levels, but what that does is it increases your stress and anxiety, which can contribute to acne, because when you have an increase of stress and anxiety, that increases your oil production. Not only that, but increased cortisol levels can cause a hormonal imbalance. It can cause weight gain, so definitely don't drink coffee after 2 p.m. and don't drink more than like 1 cup a day because it's a big acne trigger. Not only that, but it's not good for you because it's going to raise your cortisol levels, especially if you're drinking it after 2 p.m. or if you're drinking coffee even in the morning with no food. And I used to do that all the time when I was working like nonstop. I would drink a coffee in the morning and then like not eat a good breakfast, or in between clients I would go grab a coffee and not a lunch. And so my cortisol levels were getting raised, causing extra anxiety and stress. So my acne is under control now. And I have not been like a religious fanatic coffee drinker, but back when my acne was at its worst, I was eating a lot of refined carbohydrates and dairy, which are acne triggers for me, but I never contributed the high cortisol levels to my acne, which now I realize that's what it was. So yeah, something to think about. And I don't know if you guys have like followed me on social media, but for the whole month of September, I've been doing 15% off on most services besides chemical peels and microneedling for my birthday, because it's my birthday month. My birthday was 2 days ago. Now, when you'll be hearing this episode, on the 26th, I believe is today. Yeah. So when you're hearing this, it's the 26th. I'm recording it on the 19th. My birthday was the 24th. So today I actually just took myself to the mall, and I've really been wanting some Levi jeans. So I got some 501s and like charcoal, like cut off at the bottom. I've been wanting those for a long time. So I got those. I got some Lucky Brand sandals, like these leather tan sandals. My freaking dog has been a devil, and she literally chewed up like 12 pairs of shoes. But that was a long time ago. That was whenever we had a shoe rack out in the open living room, and she would chew them up. And so then we started putting them in the shoe closet. And since then, you know that we've been vigilant in putting our shoes away, she doesn't chew them up. But I've been having to slowly like restock my shoe collection. So, and I'll never forgive her for this, but I had some vintage kitten heels. I believe they were, what were they? Anyways, there were some really cute pink vintage kitten heels, and she chewed them up like right after I got them. So I finally, these aren't kitten heels, but they're like mules. So I finally got some of those to wear because I like to wear cute shoes to work that are still comfortable. So I got some of those, and I saw another pair of shoes that I really wanted. I don't remember the brand, but I took a picture of them, but they were like $100. And I like to be more like conservative with when I spend money on myself. And yeah, it's for my birthday, but like I got some jeans that were $70, and then I got those shoes that were $30. And I got a couple candles from Bath and Body Works. They had the smaller candles for $6 and $8. So one of my favorite scents ever is the white tea and sage. So I got that one just like as a staple candle. And then I got another one that's like pumpkin something to just have a seasonal candle. And a lot of people are like, candles are horrible for you. Like they have carcinogens in them. Like, yeah, they probably do. And I kind of want to talk about that a little. I'll probably make a whole nother episode on that too. But they're at such a low level that it's not going to cause you cancer. If you burn a candle every single day and it's like a low quality candle that does have carcinogens in it, and you burn it every day and you're exposing yourself to that consistently and at a really high basis, then yeah, that is increasing your risk. But like, I don't like candles every single day. So I think it's okay. But the candles that I actually retail, I do retail some candles here in the suite. And it is one that I burn here in the suite whenever I'm taking clients. It's actually a, let's see, what is it? It's soy-based. So soy is like better than other ones. I can't tell you why, but I know that it is. So anyways, this is if you need a candle, I mean, you can get them on my website. I sell them there. But I decided to carry the Wax and Lily Candle Co. These are handcrafted candles from a brand in St. Cloud, Florida, and I carry the scent Sea Salt and Orchid, and that's just one of those, like this white tea and sage one that I love from Bath and Body Works. This Sea Salt and Orchid from Wax and Lily Candle Co. is just like a staple all-around scent. that you can light whenever. So, yeah, and I do, unless I go, I mean, I don't frequent Bath and Body Works occasionally anymore. I used to, but if I get a candle now, I will typically go towards smaller brands that are soy wax based. But yeah, I was just in the mall today and I saw it, and today was a day of kind of indulging myself a little bit, and so I wanted to grab a couple candles for the house. And so after the event that I'm going to hold, or that I'm going to be a part of on the 8th at the Food and Wine Festival, those exclusive retail items that I'm going to have for the event, the ones that don't sell, I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that I sell out, but if I don't, I'm going to list those on my website. I'm not going to put them in store, probably, I don't know, we'll just see what happens. I'm not going to put everything here in the suite though, but if I have some leftovers of stuff, I'll post them on my stories and on my website, and you can kind of see those, and I'll probably do them discounted even. So just stay tuned for that. You might see something you like. Alright, so maybe next Monday, I'll have something a little more interesting to listen to. But, I have those creators that I like to listen to, just talk about anything and everything. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If not, I'll see you next Monday. Maybe not 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for another episode.